Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be taking a look on Topaz and Nambi, the new characters that are coming into the game. Today we're gonna be doing a little bit of pre-analysis on the character. I'm going to tell you how to build her, what relics are the best, which icon you should put on her, everything about that. So let's get started with her. First thing first, she's from the Path of the Hunt, so she's like a carry, hyper carry, and the combat type is the fire one, so she deals a lot of damage of fire. Okay, so we're gonna be starting explaining the first talent because it's the talent that makes her playstyle unique. So we're gonna be explaining this a bit. At the start of the battle, she summons Nambi, which has 80 speed by default, and he launches follow-up attacks. When Nambi launches a follow-up attack, it deals a 150% damage at level 10 of Topaz attack total damage. And when the enemies are afflicted with the Proof of Death, which is basically the skill, we're gonna be advancing Nambi's action forward by 50%. Also, it's important to know that when Topaz is downed, Nambi disappears, so if you get killed by enemies, Nambi will disappear. So let's start with the basic attack. She deals fire damage to a single target enemy. The skill is the important thing here. It causes the enemy to enter to Proof of Death, which basically what it does is if an enemy receives a follow-up attack, it will increase 50% the damage that this follow attack does. Also, you can only apply it to one enemy, so keep that in mind. And if no one have the state of Proof of Death, the game will randomly cause one enemy to enter this state. Also, not only that, Nambi deals fire damage equal to 150 Topaz total attack damage to the target. Remember that this is considered launching as a follow-up attack. Which means with the talent, we'll be advancing forward Nambi by 50%, so he will be attacking more often. And finally, to no profit, the ultimate is that Nambi enters the Astonishing Rise state. Basically what it does is Nambi enters the Astonishing Rise state, and the damage multiplier of him is increased by 150% and crit damage to 25%, which is a really huge buff. Also, enemies that are affected by the Proof of Death, which is the skill that we implement to the enemy, Nambi's action will be advanced forward by 50% more. Not only the talent that advances forward by 50%, but the ultimate makes the advancing forward 50% more again, which is basically going a lot and taking a lot of actions. Also important to know that after Nambi uses 2 attacks, we'll exit this rise state. Then we have the basic attack, which basically will deal 30 damage on the witness break, and it will deal some damage of the type. Okay, let's talk about the technique of Topaz on the overworld. Basically, what it does is that you deploy Nambi and he will search for basic treasures and trotters in the set radius, which is really cute. To be honest, I want to drop him a lot. And it causes Topaz to generate 60 energy after Nambi first attacks in the next battle. This is really amazing to recharge your ultimate, so keep that in mind so you can have a lot more of a spam. And I think I didn't say it in the video, but the advance forward action is really broken on this character. If they don't nerf it, it's gonna be a really power creep into the game. I think that the throttle is gonna overpower a lot of the characters in the entire game, so yeah, keep that in mind. Let's talk about more things. First, let's start with the Tracers Overdraft. When Topaz uses the basic attack to deal damage, it will be considered as a follow-up attack. Broken. Because you will be advancing forward the Nambi's action, so it's really amazing. Financial Turmoil increases Topaz and Nambi's damage dealt to enemy targets with fire weaknesses. So if enemy has fire weaknesses, you will deal more damage to them. The Technical Adjustment, which is the last talent. After Nambi uses an attack while in the Astonishing Rise state, Topaz additionally will regenerate 10 energy, which is really great, to be fair. I mean, since she wants to ult as often as you can, this is gonna be really great to generate the ultimate as often as you can. Let's talk a bit about the relics that you want to put on her. So basically you want to play 4 pieces Firesmith of Lava Forging. You can also play 2 pieces of this and 2 pieces of the Musketeer, which the Musketeer is this one, if you don't remember correctly, is this one. And what you want to search. So basically it's a hyper carry focused, so you want to search crit rates, crit damages, speeds, and if possible attacks percent and attack plane. So here HP, here attack as main stat, here you want crit rate or crit damage as main stat, and here the opposite. And finally, on the boost, you want to always speed, because you want to act as soon as you can. Here you want to put fire damage boosting, and here you want to put attack percent. So basically what you want to search is 2 pieces of space ceiling station, because it will increase the attack when the speed is great. When the speed is great, sorry, than an amount, or the Rutilant Arena, which increases the crit rate by 8%, and when the warrior's current crit rate reaches 70% or higher, the warrior basic attack damage and skill damage will increase at 20%. Both of the sets are really cool and really amazing. If you can play any of the sets, go for it, because they are the best options for you. Okay, as I told you all the videos, Eidolons are not necessary, so keep that in mind, but we're gonna be discussing a bit what they do. Feature market is the Eidolon 1. When enemy afflicted with proof of death, the skill will receive a follow-up attack, they will enter to debtor state. This can only take effect one time in a single action, and it increases the crit damage for follow-up attacks to this enemy, stacking up to 2 times. And when the proof of death is removed, the debtor is also removed. Bonafide acquisition. Basically what it does is when Nambi takes an action, it will regenerate Topaz 5 energy. Really amazing to throw the ultimate as much time as we can. So it's really great. The skill level ups 2 times. Quick handling. After Nambi turns begins, Topaz action is advanced forward 20%. If you get this, you will perma be attacking. It's really amazing. The inflating demand. The ultimate will get 2 level ups and incentives. Nambi attacks come while in Windfall Bonanza state increased by 1, and its fire res penetration increases by 10% during its attacks. This is really broken, because basically, I think you couldn't see it well, but now yeah you can. This is really broken because it increases a lot the damage that you do to the enemies, so it's really amazing. So increasing the count, it's super clean, to be fair. Okay, let's talk a bit of Lycons. So basically, as always, the Lycon that comes with her is the best Lycon. It's really amazing, increases the crit rate and increases the damage from follow-up attacks, which is really amazing. You can see it here. You want to pause the video. Cruising in the Stellar Sea is another that I recommend because it's a 5-star and will increase a lot your damage. But if you don't want to play it because you play it on, for example, I don't know, Janging, you don't want to play it on her, you can go for the other options. Sleep Like a Dad. I don't highly recommend the one for Janging. I mean, it's nice because it increases the crit damage, but I don't really like it. In the Night, I don't really recommend it that much either, but it could be fine if you can get the Seat of Speed. Return of the Darkness is one that I recommend it because it's really good. It increases the crit rate, and after a crit hit, there is a fixated chance to dispel one buff from the target enemy. This can be super great against certain enemies. Subscribe for more, something that I would say, but in this case it's really good because it increases the basic attack damage and the skill damage, which is really great for Topaz because all the damage that we do is with the skill or with the normal attacks. So this is really amazing. Swordplay can be good for single target situations where we damage a lot an enemy, so it could be super great. Stacking up is really easy with this character. Only Silence Remains is okay, and the River Flows in Spring, it's not like super crazy, but it can do the work. For me, the best options. Subscribe for More is the best option on 4-star. The 5th best option is Worrisome Beastful, and you can also play Swordplay as 4-star option or only the Silence Remains. The other options are worse, but you can play them as always, I tell you. Time for the teams that we want to play on her. I'm gonna be honest with you, Clara with Topaz is broken. It's gonna be one of the best teams that she has because Clara can do a lot of additional attacks, which could be super great. Hook here is gonna be our beloved Topaz, so I'm gonna do it with the power of editing. Asta is really good because it will increase the speed, so we will be attacking more often. And here you can play a defensive utility option like Natasha in my case. I really like Natasha, but you can also go for March. And with March 7, what you can do is do a full team of follow-up attacks, which is really amazing for Topaz. I think this team could be one of the best teams if you are able to manage the shield well, but if not, you can play whichever healer you want. You can play Natasha, Lucha, or even Gepard as a shielder. You can play whatever you prefer. You can also go for things like Silver Wolf and Weld. Yeah, of course, you can change. For example, here Asta for Silver Wolf or Weld, which will be super great. And if you don't want to play Clara, you can go with 2 Nility characters, or for example, Asta, or I don't know, you can do Qingyun, and Silver Wolf and Natasha. So this is another thing that you can play, which is really decent too. And also you can do, I don't know, things like double Nility, where you play Pila and Weld, or Pila and Silver Wolf. You can do a lot of combinations, because the good thing about her, about our beloved Topaz, is that she's super versatile and she can fit a lot of things. A lot of teams, sorry. The thing is that if you don't go for the Lycon, just build her as a normal hyper carry, as I told you, and she will deal a lot of damage. You will see how amazing she is. So basically this is the team section. If you have more questions, feel free to ask them to me and I will be answering them. And this marks the end of the video of Topaz and Nambi. Please leave a like, subscribe, it helps me a lot. And finally I want to say that Topaz is gonna be one of these characters that is gonna shake the meta a lot. So if you like her aesthetic, don't worry, she's gonna be super good. And if you want to pull for meta, pull for her, she's gonna be amazing. I leave you here and we see you in the next one, guys. See you, bye bye.